I'm Lil Ph. Don't forget the threes, and I just jumped off the porch with dirty glove bastard.
It's a lot of this, you keep stressing me, but I just know it's gotta keep on testing me. I just got.
All right, we got Lil Ph off the porch with us today. How you feeling, man?
Good.
Yeah, appreciate you coming by, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you having me.
Definitely, man. Visit us from St. Pete, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
With Trigger City.
What do you got working here in Atlanta for this trip?
Oh man, I'm working on something big. Like I just came from the studio, just recording a new song for my album and stuff. So, yeah.
How do you like working here in Atlanta compared to back at home?
I love it. The music part wise, like the city, not too much. I mean, I ain't never been to Atlanta. That's why I probably would just be like, I just lost. But so far, I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Oh, and yeah, the women too, man.
Yeah.
Fact.
So what's life like in St. Pete these days?
St. Pete, man, it's wild, crazy. City, like, going crazy, like nuts, like late night, like you see like bad stuff happening in St. Pete, especially on the south side.
Oh yeah.
Man, I witnessed a couple things, like from being in St. Pete, like it's rough, like real hard to even make it as an artist. And we just gotta push now. Everybody's starting to notice us, so I mean, yeah, we out there. We coming.
For sure. All right. So has the city of St. Pete changed much since when you were younger to now, or is it pretty much the same?
I mean, for some parts, for me, I've been there for like forever. So like it hasn't really much changed. I mean, besides all the new building stuff going downtown wise, like hoods, it still remain the same.
Yeah. So how old were you when you first jumped off the porch in St. Pete?
I'd say probably like late 17, 18. Yeah.
What would you say is one of the biggest life lessons you learned while growing up there?
Really, like, man, you can't really trust a lot of people. You gotta have your small circle and stick with them. I mean, sometimes you get crossed by your own people, but I mean, there's some good-hearted people in St. Pete. I mean, it's St. Pete, but ain't none Saint but us at all.
All right, so you started off singing in the church, right?
Yeah, I mean, my mom and my dad, they had me spiritually, and so I mean, every day, church, from daytime to nighttime, like we was in there, like we fall asleep in there. They had us in the church, but I mean, people got their own path, and it's my life that I chose to run with. So yeah.
How old were you when you first started singing?
Say I was in like elementary school.
Okay.
I was probably like 8 or 9, something like that.
Yeah. Did it come natural to you singing?
Yeah, it did. Like all my cousins, they'll spend the night at my grandma's house. And we'll just start doing stuff like they'll start rapping and I start doing my singing thing, but my singing later on turned into like rapping, and I've mixed those both together, and that's how I came up with my style type.
So how old were you when you first started rapping
then? I started rapping, I was like probably 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So later on.
Yeah.
And you also play the piano?
I do a little bit of I do a little bit of piano. I don't really be into it. Like I used to make my own production, but I kind of slowed down that a little bit or whatever. I don't do too much of that, but I just let the people that I fuck with do my beats. Yeah.
So when the people around you, were they surprised when you started rapping at 16, or they kind of seen it coming?
kind of seen it coming.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, all my cousins, my little brother, shout out Rosa Boy. Yeah, that's how I really got started. Like,
Who were some of your musical influences?
you'll be surprised when I tell you, like, Chris Brown, like, I mean, it's a lot of them. Like, I can't even think. Like, I'm inspired by a lot of artists that I probably, even so the ones that in my own city. Like, I don't really talk about it much, but I mean, it has a big influence on me. Like,
Explain how you got the name Lil Ph with the number 3s in it.
33. Basically, like, my name is Phoenix, but I'm the son of my dad, which he's Big Phoenix. So I'm Lil Phoenix, so they'll be like Lil Ph. And like, I just ran with it. Basically, well, my cousin Marcus, he came up with Lil Ph because that's what he always called me. So I used that name, and how I came up with Lil Ph33, that was actually my email.
Oh, yeah.
That was my email address. So I had later on ran into Reefa Gang, my management, like, good people. They got that and took that with it, and I was like, well, wait, you got 33. My name is EE, not THEE. But I was like, man, that shit look raw. I'm gonna take it and run with that bitch. I am from the 3. But yeah. So yeah, man.
So it was kind of by mistake that you ended up with the 33.
mean, hey, it was destiny.
Real shit. So how'd you link up with Reefa Gang?
Man, I love it. They took me in as family, brothers, like, for real.
Yeah. How important is it to have a whole team around you working for you like that?
What? Man, that was like everything that I ever wanted, like, for real. And they came through for me.
Yeah. So what's the music scene like back at home right now?
A lot of rappers. But like, more elaboration with that, like, what you mean by, like, what's the music scene like? How people, like, I mean, a lot of people in St. Pete, they vibing the ride wave right now.
Yeah.
So they love him. And shout out to him, but he doing his thing.
Yeah. Are most of these rappers, are they out there on that same type of vibe where they're rapping and singing, or it's kind of a mix of just rapping as well?
I mean, some are. I mean, I don't really listen to a lot of, like, local rappers, only because, like, I feel like it'll take away my creativity. I don't really listen to a lot of artists. I just want to hear, like, what I'm trying to do. So, like, I don't really want to trip up on somebody by actually hearing somebody else's song and then, oh, I'm gonna use that. Like, I like being my own self. Like,
do you feel like the artists out there are supportive of each other, or is it more of a competition?
I'm gonna say this, like, in St. Pete, like, artists is the only reason why artists don't really fuck with each other in St. Pete is because, like, we ain't friendly. Like, I mean, if we was on that friendly vibe, then it'll be a lot of people from different hoods and they doing songs and that, but no, we ain't that tight.
Yeah. All right, so talk to us about this single, Stressing Me, that you put out.
Stressing Me. It's like a really heartfelt song for me. Like, that's a personal song for me. And I just felt like I needed to share it to the world. Like, that's how I really felt. And that's the shit that really happened to me. And I mean, when I first started writing the song, like, that shit all happened at one time. Like, my brother got shot at. Like, that's one thing I did not plan on waking up to. Like, shit crazy. Like, I get a call like 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, your brother, something happened. I'm like, what? They was like kind of slowing, trying to tell me. But I was like, what is it? Like, your brother got shot at. I'm like, man, I'm finna come get you. I was like, bet. So shit, I got my shit. We drove over there. They said that he was getting chased or whatever to his spot. So I went to his house. got there, man, I'm seeing bullet holes all through it, man. I was ready to fire some up. But I mean, that's one experience that I don't want to experience, like, ever. And then so far as that, like, I had took a vacation where I used to work, like, in March or whatever. That's when that Corona bullshit started or whatever. Once that happened, like, I was supposed to been here in Atlanta, but when that Corona took over, it was like, it kind of slowed me down, and that put me in the mood to like write more songs, and which that's how Stressing Me came along. Like, after my vacation, my grandma, she passed like 3 days after that. And that really like broke me. I mean, it still hurt to this day, but I mean, that's where it all came from my mom, like, not really telling me her health issues and shit. Like, she wanted to keep it from me because she know how bad it hurt me. But I found out about it from later on, like, from my brother, which he had a song explaining it, and I kind of like accidentally heard it, and I was like, I don't know, I was just stuck. So I like asked my mom like what was going on. She kind of like took her time to tell me, but I kind of got it out of her or whatever, and she got that handled before I even actually knew initially about it. But she doing good though.
So what type of emotions did you go through while writing and recording that song, Stressing Me?
Hate, hurt, pain. Like, it was a deep song. That's why I feel like a lot of people feel that song and feel where I'm coming from. I don't know if they went through the same shit that I've been through, but I mean, I know some people felt it.
Yeah. Have you been surprised that so many people are fucking with the song though?
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been doing it for a little minute, doing songs for a little minute. Like, for that song to actually hit the numbers that it actually did hit, I was like, damn, like, where was y'all at when I was doing this shit? Yeah.
You feel like people can just kind of relate to it, or they can feel your pain and your
they can relate to it, feel the pain, feel where I'm coming from. Because I know everybody else got a sibling like they'd rather die for. If you shoot at my peoples, I'm coming back for yours. Like, for real, man. Ain't none of that.
That's it. And you ended up recording a song called Goodbye that was dedicated to your grandma, right?
Say that again?
You ended up recording a song, Goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
And that was dedicated to your grandma,
yes,
right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I had to do that. Like, because I really didn't get to say goodbye to my grandma. Woke up one morning, got a call from my mom in the other room. Like, we kind of got like a bigger house, like, when we were struggling. Like, but yeah, she called me and she was like, come here. Now I'm thinking because of this Corona shit done happen, I'm thinking my mom gonna tell me, oh, she feels sick or some shit. But she called me in the room, and like, I came out the room, went in the front room where my grandma normally be, like, and to see her just laying there asleep and my uncle on his knees, like, I already knew what time it was. I couldn't really look. I just passed by, went in my mom's room, and I just started crying. Like, that shit, like, real deal hurt. So, I mean, if my grandma could have heard that song without the goodbyes, I swear it would have been a smile on her face for real.
How therapeutic was it recording that song for?
Very, very therapeutic. Very therapeutic, yeah.
So you just dropped this music video called In My Head.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about this song?
In My Head, also a true story, like some shit that I went through, but it's basically like caters to like all the other younger kids, like, man, that going through abuse and shit in life or whatever. Like, when the shit happened to me, my mom wasn't around, so like, I know she would have protected me or whatever, but when that shit happened, like, it just made me write about all the shit that other little kids can feel, like, and then for like send a message to all the older people, like, you got kids, you have other younger kids around you, and you do this shit to them while they're young, like, they gonna remember that shit. And when they do and your ass old and can't move, they gonna end your life type shit. They'll do some shit like that. Shit, I wanted to do some shit like that, but instead of doing that shit, I just put it on the track for the song. So that's what I did. So I'm against child abuse.
Are you working on a new project right now?
Yeah, it's called A Way Out.
Okay.
Got Stressing Me on there, In My Head, Goodbye. A lot of good heartfelt songs on there. Plus I got other stuff too. Like, I'm not just R&B singer, pop singer, rap. Like, I can really do it all. Like, ain't no limit to my talent. Like, yeah.
Who are some of the producers you've been working with on this project?
Fanger Lee, that's my dog, that's my brother. I got my dog Nitro. He did the Stressing Me song. So like I really like go to him for all the like natural songs, like guitar playing and drum type shit, cause he do it all without the keyboards and shit like that. So that's that main person I really go to. But them the two people that I do deal with, Fanger Lee and Nitro.
Yeah. You got a next single picked out?
What is it? I can't even really think about the song. I got so many songs, I can't even name them all. Like, it's just go from one, cause I've been traveling and I've been going to studio like every day, like night, days, like nonstop. So I'm recording song after song after song. So, I mean, the next single I probably like do is the one that I just dropped.
Okay.
And that's called Dirt Pies. So, hey, that shit fire for real.
Yeah.
I can't wait to drop that one.
When do you think this project will drop?
Say that again?
When do you think this EP will drop?
Hopefully this month.
Okay.
So this month or next month.
Okay. Yeah. All right. What else you working on right now?
A way out. Like literally a way out. Like, man, I'm not doing this rap shit and singing shit just to be doing it. Like, I got a mission, and my mission is to get my family out where we at now. And if it ain't this music shit, I'm gonna make a way anyway. Yeah. Like, for real. Like, hustle, whatever I gotta do, they coming. They getting out of there. And I'm gonna make that happen for them. And my 8-year-old daughter, like, yeah, I did a song for her too.
Yeah.
Like she and it's called what that shit was? Heart Like Mine, yeah. See, they know more shit than I do. But yeah, Heart Like Mine, that's another heartfelt song for all the fathers that actually in their daughter life. Like, I really, the reason why I really made that song is for my daughter and to show other people that there are good fathers and fathers that don't just be astray and leave their daughters out there. Cause it's a lot of females and hurt women out there that don't have a dad or a father figure in their life that's just misled and become thoughts and shit. Like tricking and shit. But man, other than that, man, I'm gonna teach my daughter the right way. Like, she gonna.
Real shit right there.
Yeah.
All right, Fee. Any shout outs before we get you out of here?
Yeah, shout out to my family, Reefa Gang, F2 Millie, little brother Rosa Boy, all my engineers and shit, my cameraman Dan the Man. That's, if I miss somebody, I'm sorry. But yeah, man. Shout out to my mama for raising me. You feel me? Yeah.
It's a lot of shit keeps stressing me, but I just know it's gotta keep on testing me. I just gotta get through all this burdening.